You're listening to Spacebasemars, an improvised podcast recorded live over Zoom. So sit back and relax as Cambridge Improv Factory presents Spacebasemars.
Science officer's log, stardate, banana, feet, potato. There are some very interesting and unexpected Borealis effects going on in the sky right now, which I was not expecting, but clearly there's some interesting solar activity going on in the upper atmosphere, and I'm seeing some astounding images here, which I'm sure shall delight Jerry, as in terms of input to his social media feed and everything. Certainly, we don't see this from observing Mars from orbit. This is an interesting phenomenon that requires a little bit of further investigation, I feel. I shall attach the images to this log. Science officer out.
You're right, Michael. It's certainly pretty bright out here.
Yes, I mean this is it's reflecting off the upper atmosphere and allows us almost daylight levels of sight, even though we're on the dark side of Mars right now.
Yes. You ever notice how we never called it the dark side of Earth? We just called it night.
Yes. Well, I mean, it's interesting how that came about, eh? But I bet you, if we were to colonize Earth right now, we'd be calling it the dark side of Earth.
But why?
Yeah, because that's what it is.
But it is. It is.
We call it the dark side of the moon, don't we?
Yeah, but I've got to figure this out. 1 second. Sorry, I've just got a pen and paper here so I can do the maths.
Very well. I'm just enjoying the view because it's colours I've never seen them combine on the planet Mars before.
Yeah.
Reds
when you're doing long division, do you carry it? I'll get back to it in 1 second.
I would recommend the phenomenon won't last forever. Enjoy it while it's there.
I'm concentrating. Thank you. All right.
Very well. I shall take some more photographs.
Alejandro?
Yes?
I hope you don't mind me interrupting you in the middle of your working day. I was just doing it's my day off today, so I was just doing a little hobby project of my own. And I thought it kind of related in some way to your work with logistics and boxes and organising things. And I thought maybe I could come to you for advice. So actually what I'm doing today for my day off is I'm organising my socks. And
I'm sorry, that was cruel. Please go on.
Sorry, I think I missed something there. And, there's so many different ways of doing it. So I like to lay them out in the drawer. And so shall I do it in alphabetical order of the colour and theme of the socks? In colour order?
No, I would suggest of chronological in order of when open. So you know which has been worn longer and which will wear out sooner.
When opened?
Yeah, from when you got and when you wore. If anything, I would have some kind of tracking system that takes the times that you have worn and the days, so that you can see which ones have been long the most. And alternatively, you could just look for the ones with holes and put those on one side, and then put the new ones on the other. And that sounds pretty good to me.
So you're just suggesting some kind of logging system where every time I put on a pair of socks, I note down the time and date, and then I keep track of them and add up the total time for each one, and then perhaps I'll see some patterns emerging in how long they last and how well different designs.
Yes, that's what I do with the system over there. You can see the boards, clipboards with pen, and everyone log.
Well, I don't. What are we all logging?
When things are removed that are being borrowed, and when we have new things come in, so we can keep track of inventory.
Okay. Well, I guess I've not been doing that, but I guess that's part of your job, isn't it?
Well, it's part of everyone's job, Commander.
Right.
Michael, you're not busy, are you?
Sorry, I was just going through these marvellous images.
Well, that's
again.
that's exactly why I'm here. I've seen your feed, and I find these are very fascinating. I mean, I know I'm a rock guy, but sky is also fascinating, isn't it?
Isn't it though? I could spend all my life just gazing up at the sky, whether it's looking at the stars, atmospheric effects. It could take over my entire life if I let it.
Have you seen this one? 117352E.
Oh yes,
yes,
I remember it.
Have you seen that?
I've seen, of course. I took them all.
You see something very strange in that. It looks like an unusual shape in the sky. Can you?
I did. I see reds and blues and oranges.
Yeah, well, I see all the colours, but surely isn't that a shape of an outline of some sort of bird?
No, that must just be some trick of the light or something. Yeah, there are no birds on Mars.
Well, no, obviously. I mean, that would be ridiculous, wouldn't it? But I mean.
Well, now you mention it, it does look remarkably like a bird, actually. That's a fascinating observation. Well spotted. I mean, back in the day, they saw faces on Mars, didn't they? So why shouldn't we see the odd bird in the sky now and again?
There are faces on Mars?
No, that was just a strange effect of shadows.
Oh my God! They never told me that. I don't think I would have come.
Alejandro, I am just checking in the pen and the paper that I checked out.
Oh, thank you. You are very kind there, Jerry.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, Commander, never do this. You are a hero.
All right, okay. There's no need to rub it in. I'm right here.
I know. And that's how you have to learn. Please continue, Jerry.
You never do this, Commander. It's like Alejandro set up the whole system. It's sort of like his life's work, his pièce de résistance.
Well, I've been running a space base on Mars, so I don't always have time to do.
Yeah,
these.
But you follow my live feeds, and I'd spent a good week going through all of this, so you must have known about it.
I guess it slipped through the net, perhaps.
You do follow the live feeds, don't you?
I mean, a commander of Earth's first base on Mars. I've got a lot of things to do.
He'd never log out a feed watcher, I gotta say.
Oh, my God. I cannot believe this. Well, you know what? Alejandro, I'm logging in this pen and paper, but I'm logging out this box of tissues, and I will be back later, and I will let you know how many I use.
Jerry, I mean, I'm sure your work's valued.
Oh,
Jerry?
Now you've done it.
Commander, can I see you for 5?
Hang on 1 second. Okay, right.
Yes.
Sorry, just finishing the sock drawer.
Yes,
the project of the day. Yeah.
What you're doing with your socks?
I've been arranging them. Do you want to see?
Why?
Gordon, I think you must have misunderstood. I've been arranging my socks. Look. So, Alejandro's excellent suggestion. It's good to have such experience on the base. I've been developing a log to track my usage of the socks. But the problem I have is that, of course, that log only started today. So I've had to reconstruct from memory as best I can when and for how long I've worn each pair of socks. I'm afraid there may be some flaws in the system. But using that system, I've been able to reconstruct the approximate time worn, now modified, of course, by how strenuous the activity was at the time of wearing the socks. So, days when I was training hard in the gym, maybe 2.5 times faster wear than normal day. I'm not sure about that. It might be 2.4, might be 2.6. It's not clear, but, we'll find out over time. So, and then I've arranged the socks in the drawer according to the amount of total wear estimated at this stage.
Whoa, dear, sorry. Sorry, you lost me at log.
Right.
It's just, well, you probably need a hobby, Commander. Some maybe like puzzle or some sort of puzzle making. This is just a waste of your time, isn't it? Surely you could be doing something much more useful for the mission.
Have you ever had a time, Gordon, when your socks are worn and holy?
Yeah.
I'm sure you have, and what I'm saying is you could have prevented that if you had a good logging system. Anyway, Gordon, this is my hobby. What can I do for you?
Yes, back to me, thank goodness. Well, I wanted to complain. I'm not a complainer, as you know. But I just wanted to log, like you have suggested, logging things. A complaint.
A complaint?
Apparently, there are faces on Mars. And no one
There aren't any faces on Mars.
Well, I think you're wrong there, because Michael told me that there definitely you could see faces all the way from Earth on Mars. I mean, think about it. If you
the Victorians thought they could see faces on Mars, Gordon, but that was a long time ago, and later it was turned out that there were no faces on Mars.
Just remember what the Victorians did for everybody.
Okay, well, yeah, sure. They built the mines and they industrialised the world and so on, but
exactly, and they saw faces on Mars. So you can't just count them just because they were Victorians.
But some of the things Victorians did were not good. Their social justice in the Victorian era was very problematic. I mean, we needn't go into this now.
Well, no, I mean we probably don't ever want to go because we don't want to think about it. But if there are faces on Mars that can be seen from Earth, just think how big those bodies would be. They'd be huge.
Jerry, I can't help but wonder, when we were viewing these amazing vistas of the Borealis effect, you were very heavily distracted by the calculations. You're still quite upset.
It's all right. It's fine. It's been a weird day. You know, the sky's on fire. Maths can't tell you why things are called things, and the commander hasn't been following any of my channels, so it's just a lot, you know. But it's cool. So what were you saying? Yeah, a bit distracted.
Do stop crying. It's quite distressing seeing one of one's colleagues in such distress.
Okay.
I was wondering what calculations you were attempting, and that was so fascinating. I wonder if there's anything I could help with, perhaps.
Well, I was trying to do the maths on why on one planet it was called the dark side, and on the other side it was just called night. It turns out you can't solve that problem with maths. I mean, unless you could help, Michael.
No, that's just a...
God, okay.
Linguistic. I'm making things worse. I think I'll just leave you to it, shall I?
Yeah, thank you.
Well, there you go. It's a mountain. It is not a face. It is a mountain that, under certain light, could look like a face if you were observing it via telescope from Victorian England.
Exactly.
Good, I told you.
Exactly. Yes. What did you tell me?
I told you it's just Victorians and it's not real.
Victorians are definitely real. For goodness sake, Commander, please, just keep up. Victorians are real. They saw faces. Now Michael's just showing me that there is a face on Mars.
No, look. We've got the mountain. I've made a 3D model of it here. And I can shine the torch from above, and it looks like a regular mountain.
Look at that when you go around there.
As we approach the dark side of Mars.
Mike, there's a face.
Look at the face.
It's not a face.
It is.
Oh, good Lord, I think I'm going to go crying myself.
Here you go, Alejandro. I'm checking in that box of tissues. I think I'm all cried out for today.
Oh wow, you got through this, huh? You had a good cry?
Yeah. 27 for tear-related moppage, and 3 for other.
You should have just have a whole box, man. You clearly needed it.
All right, well, I've already checked it in, so I'll just check it out at the same time. Hope you don't mind me using another line on the thing.
No, that's what it's for. So, yeah, go.
Alejandro, do you know why it's called night on Earth, but it's called the dark side of Mars and the dark side of the moon? Why is that?
I suspect it's from the Earth-centric view, where we didn't think of dark side of Earth, we just call it day and night. Then when we look into the moon and stars, we only see one side, and then there is a dark side. They don't really think of day-night cycle because we do not live there. At least in my opinion.
Huh. Well, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Wow, yeah. I feel like I've kind of wasted a day now, but...
You had a journey, and you found out some things about the commander, so it seems like it's been a good day.
Wow. You're deep. Welcome to the Jerry Dandelo Show with me, Jerry Dandelo. What a day. What a day, live streamers, nassholes. Just to sum up, let me hit the star date generator. Oh, it's Baton Skripal and Tara Masalata. So, I've been on a journey, it turns out. It was a journey the whole time. So all of those live streams where it's all sort of shot from the chin up and there's tears and snot falling onto the camera, that was like a spiritual moment for me. So it's a shame I put them on Snapchat and they're gone in 24 hours. So I guess we'll keep an eye out for the next one. See you next time on the Jerry Dandelo Show. Jerry Dandelo.
This episode of Spacebasemars was improvised by Alex Wilbur, Alan Hay, Sean Keoghan, Hugh Clark, Vaughan, Allanson, and Kate Madison. All episodes are recorded live via Zoom. You can follow us on social media at spacebasemars. If you enjoyed that episode, please consider leaving us a review wherever you get your podcasts. Reviews help us find a wider audience and they really help us out. So from me and the team, thank you for listening, and we'll see you on the next episode of Space Base Mars.